So,
2017
I see.
is little bit many company.
Yeah.
In Japan, almost 20. Global over 65. What happened in 2017?
Wow, good question. These are all very interesting
Yeah.
figures. Amazing. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
2017 and 2018, Japanese labor market is very good period.
Yeah.
European and North American big label converter by Southeast Asia's label converters nowadays, isn't it?
I guess so. Yes.
MCC buys many Southeast Asian companies.
That's true. And Canem Group in ASEAN.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
This is industry outlook in the future for labor market. Nowadays, a rapid changing world, change and adaptation is very important, I think.
Yeah.
The labor converter thinks what is universal and continuous.
Right.
And another one is volume or niche.
Yeah. Right.
Which choose?
I agree. They're interesting dilemmas, interesting.
Volume or niche? Volume is
Yeah.
necessary, but the niche is very important.
Yeah, I agree. And the volume and niche is interesting as well, because I think you see with the new generation of digital presses, the high volume digital presses. You look at the HP Indigo V12. You look at the new Duos press, 20-inch press at 100 meters a minute. So now these new digital presses can print volume as well as niche. But I also see many printers now, they're buying flexo presses, so they have digital, but also now they're buying also more wider flexo presses. So they can do the volume work on the wider flexo. They can do the niche products on the digital, and you can take a niche product, become successful, and put that on your flexo press. So the different ways of playing the game.
HP V12 seems to be a successful deal in Labor Expo America.
Yeah, very interesting machines. Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting. The first time that I've seen the HP Indigo V12 printing, 120 meters a minute, in 6 colors.
どうしても少子化の影響と人口減になってくるので、どうしてもそのラベルの需要っていうのは増えていくよりか減る方向にはあるのかなというふうに考えています。その中でやっぱり重要なのは変化に対応することっていうふうに思っていて、ラベル自体ももしかすると定義を変えていかなきゃいけないのかなというふうに思ってます。今まではその商品に対して商品を説明するツールとか商品をデコレーションするツールといったところでラベルが重宝されていたところが、どうしてもそのコロナ禍以降になった時にDX との共存みたいなことはかなり二次元バーコードがついたようなラベルとかも増えてきたと思いますし、住所を書かないで荷物が届いてしまうみたいなところもあったりとか、そういったところでの DX 化みたいなところもある中で、ラベルがですねその商品を説明する以上の何かその付加価値のようなものをつけられれば、そのラベル市場はまだまだ伸びる可能性もあるのかなというふうに考えているので、そこら辺をですね新たにちょっと再定義することによって、情報を伝える以外の付加価値をつけることができれば高く売れますし、もしくはラベル市場として全体が広がる可能性もあるので、そこの部分がキーになるのかなという。日本だと独特の文化がありますので、そういったところでちょっと違った感性っていうのがやっぱり他の国と比べてあると思うんですね。そういったところでなんか新しい技術とか新しい発想みたいなところを、発信できたら面白いのかなというふうに思っています。
ありがとうございます。
All these are important.
What is the most?
I think it's the human resources. I would say is most important. It's very, very difficult to find skilled skilled labor. And so we have to automate our production.
Mhm.
I must invest in automation because I cannot get skilled workers. Very hard. I'm sure in Japan, but also in Europe and North America. You know, you try to get and also in China, you know, you try to get a very skilled letterpress or flexo press operator. Very expensive and very difficult. Those guys are getting older and older and older. So the young people that come into the industry, they don't have those technical skills.
Yeah.
Semi-skilled labor. To me, you know, the human resources and capital investment, but also development. You know, you have to be thinking about where your customer is moving. You know, so where is your customer moving into pouches, away from labels? So I have to think about my future investment. So very important to talk to your customer and to understand where the customer is moving. 10 years ago, and he said that 15% of all the material that goes into the supply chain is wasted. Not liner waste, it's just waste. To make ready, they mix the color on the press. You know, all these ways of thinking have to go, you know, so production costs is and then environmentally friendly focus. And we've spoken about sustainability. For the brands is now, for the brand is number one. Last week, I bought a pouch, okay? And it was for my car. I'd always bought that product in like big containers with 2 labels on, you know, but a pouch is so much easier. I finish with it, I dispose of it like that. So as a consumer, you know, I'm thinking about the environment. So the label converter has to think ahead as well, speak to their brand owner. So because now you have a lot of these smaller brands emerging, what I call them challenger brands, you know. So maybe companies who do things with local produce, small craft beer, smaller kind of companies. So when you have these smaller companies, it's easier to sit down with them on the table and discuss new technologies, discuss digital printing, discuss variation, discuss new strategies. Sometimes if you're dealing with the bigger guys, they have their own packaging department. So all you're doing, they just give you a specification for the job and you print it. You know, you don't have much input, which is a shame, which is kind of not good, because if they listen more to the label printer, they can save a lot of money. You know, and they have a better product, you know, because many designers for the big brands, they don't understand the narrow web industry. You know, they don't understand the possibilities of new technology. You know, whereas these very small companies like the craft beer guys, they're interested. They're listening to you. You know, what can you do for me, you guys? You know, okay, digital embellishment. That sounds amazing. Well, short runs, variations. You know, environmentally friendly. Yes. You know, so sometimes the smaller customers are the best ones to deal with. I think that's a fantastic chart, Yuki. I really love that.
Really?
I really love it. To me, that's like that's a roadmap. You know, if I was going to consult for a label converter, I would use that slide, and it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, really fantastic.